I think we're simulcasting too. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, we're here. We're together. This has been like we haven't done this in so long.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
So I kind of asked, does anybody want to do Alien Earth? And so this is our excuse to just kind of get together.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and we're going to catch up because it's been ages. So why don't I just go around? Like, I also have another guest coming. He's going to pop in when he can, Ro from Scariff Podcast. But hey, why don't we just catch up? So like Alicia, Meeks, we can just maybe both can tell me what you've been up to. I missed you both so much.
Napping.
Go ahead, Meeks.
I nap. I have a packed schedule of stuff I need to do, but I went to the doctor and they upped my medication for my allergies and sinuses, which means I'm comatose most of the day.
Sleepy.
I have to take 2 allergy pills in the morning, a sinus pill in the afternoon, and another allergy pill in the evening, along with my shots, because I'm allergic to the world. So I've been in and out of sleep. So I'm behind on everything. I'm still playing
I just want to stress for y'all that may not know, Meeks does all of the everything on YouTube while still having a full-time job. So when she says like her sleep be weird, she means that.
I do. That's why I go to work and go to sleep. I go to work and go to sleep, and they laugh at me all the time. I'll be like, "How do you sleep in a chair?" Well, either you sleep
easy,
or pass out.
You're like the boy in the plastic bubble. You probably don't know that reference. Do you know that?
Oh no, I do. They try to put me in my own bubble.
So what are you allergic to? Or
yes,
you don't have
everything.
Everything.
Yes,
okay.
I'm allergic to trees, grass, flowers, most animals. I'm allergic to most metals.
Oh my gosh.
I'm allergic to seafood. I'm allergic to fish.
Yes.
And that's airborne, by the way. Seafood is airborne, as well as eating it. So if
as
somebody
well
is
as
near me,
oh yeah,
and they put it in their microwave to heat it up, I'm done.
You can't do that.
I'm done.
She literally does need her own plastic bubble.
John Haymaker knows it's John Travolta because there's my favorite part. There's a video where John Travolta just leaves the plastic bubble and then he goes and he climbs on a horse with the girl and they run off into the sunset. And then I assume over the horizon line he just drops dead or something. I'm not sure.
He would have to because I should.
Yeah.
Oh, we watching Percy? I want to, but I don't have time to rewatch
Percy. I don't think I'll be able to do a rewatch, but we absolutely will be on doing weekly talks about that one. You know, we love our Percy.
We're simulcasting right now, but we were just talking about we're planning some shows like Fallout's coming out. I'm super jazzed about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Super excited. It's coming out in the new year. Oh, here's Ro. Here's Ro. He's going to be joining us shortly. Hopefully, he's still stuck at work. Okay, but he's at the SADS. But what about you, Alicia? I haven't talked to you in ages, and that's just awful. So I'm so happy we're able to get together and catch up.
Indeed. So I have been on and off. I've been quite choppy with my discussion schedule, and that's just because really life be lifing. It does not stop for the streams, so sometimes we do have to take a step back and get not only our headspace together, but also our health together. And,
do you guys find that streaming or getting together with your people kind of helps your mood? It kind of boosts you a little bit.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. 100%. Like it does pain me. Not like physically, obviously, but it does pain me when I can't stick to a schedule because like me and Meeks will talk and it's like, bro, I'm sorry, I can't do it today. And Meeks is already always like half sleep anyways. So she's like,
I literally woke up like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. So does medication make you tired or is it?
Yeah. They like to say that the non-drowsy works, but there's no such thing as non-drowsy with me. The stuff I have.
Yeah. Well, I have like to add to all the ailments. I have apparently arthritis in my knee, so I've been going to physio.
Oh, hey, welcome.
Yes,
I have autoimmune arthritis in my hands.
You do? Okay, well, we'll have to talk.
Really, really bad flare-ups.
Yes. So I have it's osteoarthritis is what I have apparently.
Well, seems too much. I'm tired.
The wear and tear. So we got all these.
Right. That right there makes me want to take a nap because now I'm tired for all of us.
Absolutely. So anyway, but what we were going to do.
Hold on.
Oh, so go ahead, my dear.
A comment. So everyone, I think if y'all could put in the chat also how lovely the new do that is on Our Lady Heidi looks.
Right? I love it so much.
Aw,
Look,
thank
rocking
you.
the letting the gray come in. You know,
Yes, I
the
am.
red is
Very much
fading,
giving
the
a little
burgundy
Diane
is
Keaton,
fading.
and I like it.
Diane Keaton, I love her.
Giving
Yes.
the auntie, you know,
Yep,
the
my
like the
auntie.
90s, mid 90s auntie
Yes.
that was movies all the time.
I'm kind of
Diane
it's
Weiss,
kind of
in
like
Lost
dated,
Boys.
but you guys
That's
know
where we
I'm kind of an 80s girl, so it's probably a bit 90s, but
Mhm,
I
mhm.
kind of dig it was funny because I just interviewed a designer for a show. You guys have to watch this, by the way. It's called The Chair Company. It is
I heard about that.
fucking brilliant.
What is
like
that about?
Well, I can't even tell
Regale
you
me.
because it's one of those shows you just have to start watching, and I don't want to say anything.
What is it
But-
Okay.
on?
It's on it's on
It doesn't matter, I
HBO.
can find it.
Okay.
It's on Sunday
Okay,
night.
I can find it easier.
Yeah. So anyway, I was commenting on the mom in the show. I said, I really love her clothes, but her clothes are like 90s kind of thing. And and they're vintage.
The 80s
you know,
and 90s were a vibe with fashion.
Oh yeah, I love it. I totally like she wears a lot of florals. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like there. I love it.
I'm glad you guys like that.
I love
it.
I was a small child, so I had the bubble bangs that I had no control.
Yeah.
It was put on. It was put it on. I don't like any of it.
Yes, Wheel of Time got canceled. It's so sad. And by the way, speaking of, I know we're going to be talking about Alien Earth. We still don't know if there's a season 2 of this yet.
They didn't say.
We don't know. They didn't say that yet. Yeah,
Nope.
go research that real quick, Meeks.
Yeah, look it up.
And yes, I heard about Wheel of Time being canceled like right when they had put it out. Like we were
sad.
all devastated.
Absolutely.
Because like it would like I wish producers would just let these shows cook like they used to back in the day. We used to get shows, if you remember, like maybe the first season was okay, but then like the second, third, and fourth was not really that great, but then they would come back with a banger season 5 and they stayed on air. And
they gave
now
stuff a chance
with streaming. They just cut. Yeah, they don't give things a chance anymore.
And they put money into Love Island and stuff like that.
I know
the stupidest things. Like I'm not above trash reality TV.
I am.
I don't watch it. I watch the people that watch it that do the funny reactions because I like their personalities and how they tell stories. I'll watch them, but yeah, I don't care about those shows.
Like you better give
shows
me
like
some
the Wheel of
vampires
Time,
and fantasies and stuff.
Exactly. I really wish they would have continued that because it was real. They were really getting in to the good story there.
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
I know a lot of the book readers had issues with it. I don't care. I don't have that experience. I would get that
either.
With the comparisons. I understand, but you can still give this a chance. And hello, Lady D, we miss your face.
Hi, Mother Roy.
Please let us know in our group chat, Lady D, if you want to join us for Percy Jackson that is coming up. I know you're probably going to be around for Dunkin' Egg because you know we're doing that. So,
so I want to ask you before we get into the show itself, like, so were you into Alien? Like, did you watch the originals? So did you watch,
I watched I think the original part 1 came out in like 78 or something.
Yep.
I didn't know about that first one. I saw part 2 when I was like 7 or so, and
which some people say is better.
Sci-fi. It's my favorite overall.
I like 2 as well.
It's my favorite.
I saw 1 and 2. I saw 3 and 4, but once. But I continuously rewatch 1 and 2. Anytime I feel bored, I throw on 1 and 2.
A lot of people will say that they didn't really like 4. And that very I giggle about it a lot because it is very specifically that's when Winona Ryder came in, and that was also Sigourney Weaver's last one. Like she like, and they had to really give her a hefty check to even make her come in for this one.
Was that the one where she was hugging the baby and they fell into the fire?
Yes. No, that was part 3. See? That was part 3. That was part 3 when her and Tywin had a thing on the prison planet.
That's disgusting. I'm sorry.
Tywin Lannister was there.
Charles Dance was in Alien.
Oh, Charles Dance is great.
The one. And at the end of that is when she jumped into the fire.
That's why I was so confused.
Is when a clone of her was.
Gosh, Alicia, you have the best memory ever because I don't remember that.
Ryder.
I told you,
stupid movie nerd.
I watched 1 and 2.
Just being there in a Rolodex.
I did rewatch the original with my kids, and because like we're going through all the classics, right? And and then I did a review of the costumes. I just thought I just really had always wanted to do
I
it
saw
because
that. Very well done.
yeah. So, and actually, that's one of the things I love about the new show is that I find that the aesthetics are really kind of similar, and you really kind of feel you're back in that world. And I think they captured it.
They did really well with showing the old tech. Well, I mean, technically it's not
like the
old
keyboards,
for their
like
time
the
frame,
old
but
keyboards.
They
old future,
mimicked
they call it?
everything from the first one. Yeah, old future. That's a
future?
good way of putting it. Old future technology. Yeah,
Mhm.
that it looks really good and it matched up so well to part 1 and part 2.
Cindy wants to know, is Dunk and Egg a good idea because George isn't finished the novels? Do you mean
Technically with
the Dunk and Egg's
those
novels are not done?
There's 3 of them that are out right now. Collectively,
Yes.
that story for where they stopped, you could say it's complete. And also, if you haven't listened to the audiobook, Harry Lloyd, who played Prince Viserys, he read those and did a pretty bang up job. I think he did when they re-released it as A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I ordered the compilation. Like they've bundled it, and I ordered it, and it still hasn't come yet because I think wherever I ordered it from, they had to order it in.
Shipping,
so hopefully I'm getting it soon because I'm really looking forward to it. I want to read the whole thing before we get into season 1.
There's supposed to be 3 more books. One of them is supposed to be the She-Wolves of Winterfell, which is going to tell about that time that was alluded to, where Dunk was at Winterfell, and I'm pretty sure it's like a Northern Succession war that's going on with that. Not really a war, but there's a lot of politicking and who's actually supposed to be in charge after Lord Stark dies. So it's a very interesting story, and there's 2 other parts, and I want to hear all those stories, but if they don't happen, I'm okay because these part 1 to 3, they do tell a pretty complete story.
Yeah, and I mean maybe they'll just do 3 seasons, and that will be it. I mean, I don't even know how old George is now, but I don't know how much longer he can go.
Meeks will tell us in a couple seconds.
She will. And speaking of, by the way, so in the cast of 77. Alien, he's 77. Oh, okay. Well, he's
Khaleesi.
Hello.
How are you, my darling? It is wonderful to see you. If y'all didn't know, Khaleesi Clues also has some really good content on the world of Gurm as a whole. You should go check her channel out.
That's funny.
All right. So I thought, do you guys want to sort of just start digging into Alien Earth, which aired, a couple of months ago. So we're probably all a bit rusty here. And tell us in the chat if you watched the show and what you thought of it. It's really weird. So I was going over, AK, you were telling me also you were looking at some, like review, recap kind of thing of the show because it'd been a while for us. And I was laughing at some of the, this show is trash, I always find some of these takes a little bit strange. Like it got pretty good reviews by the critics, and I think even the audience, for the most part, liked it. What were your sort of thoughts of the show, given your knowledge of the expanded Alien universe?
Well, I didn't know nothing, but I did enjoy what I saw, and it made me want to go back and watch the stuff that directly correlated with this, like the was it the Prometheus? Romulus, which I just watched and I hollered.
Alien Romulus, I think, is really good, and I had the costume designer on, by the way, from Alien.
I saw that. Yes,
and there's Covenant is another one I need to watch.
Yes,
but
Covenant.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a great time. I even liked the ending. I'm one of the people who liked the ending because I think that's the big thing about the show, that people loved it until they got to the end. They're like, "This is stupid," and I'm like, "That's because you guys are used to getting a complete story, and if they're gonna do another season, they left it open-ended for another season, which they should do, but that's the reason why it was so open-ended, because but I like the
I was surprised at actually the backlash about the ending too, because I thought it was pretty solid. I mean, it's obviously Yutani is coming, there is something's going to happen. Like it's not like they're standing outside their cage or what have you, but sorry, I should say there's spoilers.
I feel like, I think anyone that's watching, I know we're casting on both our channels right now, but anyone that comes to see show discussion on my channel, y'all should already know we always go full spoilers.
Yeah, this is a season 1 roundup. We're gonna talk about the things.
Yeah,
exactly. And so also just so I don't have to type it, AK views that's in the chat, that is my alt. So if you see that, it's also me.
So Alicia, what about you? Like, so Meeks, you'd never seen other Alien movies before you saw the show?
Yeah, I just saw 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I remember 1, 2 the most, and I don't remember 3 and 4.
Yeah,
so much.
Because I was saying there's probably going to be a couple of different types of people who watch it. There's going to be people who like know the Alien universe inside and out. They've seen every movie, and this is the first show, I gather, and they've they've memorized everything, and so they're diehard fans. And there's going to be people probably more like me who've seen most of the movies. I may not remember everything, but I was able to watch this as a standalone story.
Yeah,
and then there might be the odd person who has never seen Alien before, maybe, who's come to this.
I'm sure there were probably several.
But I think actually, if you've never seen an Alien movie before, I think actually they did a pretty good job. I thought the same with Alien Romulus. So what about you, Alicia?
I think they did a very good job with this. I kind of like the open ending. I mean, but I feel like no one should really be expecting to see too much more of Boy Cavalier and the ridiculous delusion he kept himself in. Because at the beginning of this story, again, it especially for those, and we know like all the diehard fans are out there watching, everyone that's seen trailers and stuff for this and heard the buzz, they're watching. If you watch Alien 1 and Alien 2, there is no talk ever about anything Boy Cavalier or alluding to any other entity that is in charge of these deep space missions except Weyland-Yutani. So I expected him to not make it. I'm honestly surprised that he did get the ending that he did. I didn't think he was gonna be living at the end. And
yeah,
so right now he is. So I like how they put everything together. I think it fits in quite well with the scene, because when you look at the timeline, this is around the same time that Sigourney Weaver's team was on their own deep space mission doing the same thing, and it's probably wasn't planned, but I think it fits the new Predator movie that just came out, where they're going to like the planet, the hunter planet of all like planets, with all the everything is literally going to kill you. I feel like Yutani went to one of those worlds, and that's where she got all these freaking specimens from. So it's interesting to see what they're going to do with that if we get a season 2, and I really hope we get a season 2.
Yeah, actually, I was going to ask. Okay, so I saw Alien versus Predator years ago, and it was really good. It was really fun. I think they were in the Arctic or something, right?
Yes. Yep.
And so we do know that they are in the same universe, then, I guess. And so this new movie, I gather, is in the same universe as our story that we're watching, but I don't know what time period it is.
Yeah, there's I can't think of
Badlands
who would be the best one to send y'all to, but if I remember, I'll research it and I'll put it on one of my socials. But yeah, there is a recent video that I watched that showed the full timeline, because Aliens and Predators are in the same shared universe, so which is why AVP works so well. So now, this is all in the you can't put time points for everything. I
thought just to make this a little fun, maybe what we could do is go around and everyone can tell me who their favorite top 3 characters are. I mean, and then maybe the top 3, you want to give them a kick in the pants or something. This person's an idiot. And then maybe we can do our top 3 favorite creatures. Okay, the creatures in this, guys.
Let's go with the creatures first, because
they're good, right?
I agree with Meeks. Fuck all of them, because everything in my soul is looked at everything, all of those specimens when they were going through their daily tasks of feeding and making sure the temperatures was right and all that. Why the fuck do y'all have these things here? What do we possibly need to know as humans about these things? They are way, way, way deep space away. They don't have ships like we do. Why are you going to pick them up? Why would you bring them here, of all places?
Yeah, I think this is. I think that
not.
goes. I think that speaks to Alien too, though, right? Like, with the corporation, it's just played by Paul Reiser, and
yeah, he worked for that. I could not stand his face for so long.
Oh, I know,
after
it's so
saw him in
punchable.
that role.
Listen, I love that man. Every time I see him, I'm like, mad about you. Mad about you, baby. Yeah, I love him. I'm like, oh, look at aliens. It's crazy.
Oh my god,
You better get your Helen, get your husband. It's crazy.
And then he wears that weird, like he wears like a suit with his collar up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with your collar? Why is it stuck up like that?
It was the 80s.
No, I know. I love it actually. I love
it. Had to be popped. Poppingtons. But yeah, we can do the list.
And she's trying to explain to them, you people are idiots. And they're like, no, but wait.
The aliens okay. I know I don't know.
It's kind of like Jurassic Park,
what my
right?
number
I think
two
this is
it's bruh.
I said it's Jurassic Park in space. I was like, oh my gosh, look at that.
It is, and it's literally about to be no Jurassic Park here because scientists don't know how to not scientist when they shouldn't. Just because
or scientists better
does not mean you should
be better.
Stop touching shit.
But the other thing that's really interesting, and I wasn't like, the one thing that's crazy about these creatures is how intelligent they are. They're probably maybe even more intelligent than humans.
Oh yeah. They just haven't figured out, and actually that leads right into my number one. My number one is the eye, because out of all of them, is it extremely freaky to look at? Yes. Does it make my skin crawl? Yes. Is it really weird looking and it knows it? Yes. But it is the smartest motherfucker on that damn shit.
It's so bizarre. Like when he was in the
smartest one. And
looking at people
silence is golden, and look, just watch, observe, and learn. That is like the master class level of just waiting and analyzing and seeing what's going on before you properly make your move. Even so much as to when some shit was about to pop off that the eye didn't have nothing to do with, it was tapping the glass trying to get her attention. Like, hey, you don't see that?
No,
it's about to put something in your drink.
It wasn't trying to get his attention. No,
you don't think it was trying to get her attention?
The director said distraction.
Really?
Yes.
I did not see it like that.
That's why I hate that thing so much. Like when when
they can communicate.
It was the hater on the sideline.
Yes. Like that one little one.
Hey, Reggie.
That sucks the
your
neck, and then it like distracted her, and then it
put the water,
and it
put the things in the
egg the water. Yeah, it was definitely like, hey, oh my gosh, look at me.
I know what my number two is. I didn't until just that moment, because not the fact that it squirted things into the water, but no, later on when they're doing that, when dude is having the heart issues and they cut him open and they see there's what looks like alien space ticks on there, he gets the bright fucking idea to say, hey, I can save him. They're taking too much blood. Let me just pluck it off. First of all, pause, because why did you open him up in the first place? You were told not to touch him. You were told to put him in stasis. He's supposed to be frozen, but you wouldn't sit here, try to play hero, talking back and forth, and you sliced him open again against what you were told. And then you argued a little bit more against what you were told. You pulled this thing off, and what happened? That dude's vitals were still going, but he was already dead, because the thing comes off and there's just poof, insta poison dust, and it doesn't even take y'all 2 seconds to fall. You're dead now.
Well, here, my thing is, they kept trying to put everybody on deep freeze. They put one on deep freeze but it didn't work. So what makes you think that the deep freeze will work on the rest of these creatures when they come from the same area? Clearly, deep freeze for us is not deep freeze for them.
I think they did that in Romulus too. I think they put a woman. I think they put someone in stasis in Romulus, and then
but it didn't go all the way because it, you know, the thing and.
Right, and we know that, and you know, for those of us that have seen part 1 and part 2 of the original Aliens, we knew that stasis wasn't going to work for them, because both Ripley and Newt were in stasis, and one of them still got to Newt. Which is hot garbage, because let's remember, there was nothing wrong with Newt when she went into that stasis chamber.
Yeah,
so the thing was sitting there hiding.
I think in my top 3, I would have that one that's hanging from the ceiling.
That's my
when
number 3.
I don't want it. That one.
Oh,
The one
that one's my number 3.
Clamped.
when like
Yep.
Kit Young Toodles.
Like the flower
by the way,
one.
love him in sorry, he
it's-
is from what's the name of the show he's in? Let me look it up.
Toodles?
I was pissed because they got rid of him so soon. Kit Young, he's in
Bro, when the thing was skittering up the wall,
Shadow
and
and
it was the size. Oh, I didn't finish Shadow and Bone. That's probably why I don't remember him. It ended up like blooming out to be the size of like an extender, one of them serving trays that holds like whole pigs and stuff when they put it on the fancy dining table.
Oh my gosh.
It looked like one of those skirting up the wall, and my first question was, what the fuck was that?
Well, at first it kind of looks like a plant, right? Like it kind of, that's what it looked like to me. Like
it
a
was
a pod, yeah. And then
we didn't
someone
know
sort
it
of described it almost
like
like a manta ray, like it kind of spread out and then it just kind of like absorbs you.
And then it had that thing that like poke out and would like be looking.
Yes.
It was like Jurassic Park. Remember the thing
Park,
that killed what the fuck is his name? Newman? When he
Newman,
came out and it looked regular,
Newman,
but
I
then
always call him Newman
the frilly things came out and like blocked out the whole car and started shooting stuff at him.
Yeah,
that was not your little buddy, bro.
Stick stupid.
Burned the cocoon with fire. Everything. Dracarys immediately.
Yeah. So I don't like that one either.
But it's not a plant though. It's sort of like Mimic, the one that it looks like a human, but when it opens up, it's actually like a beetle or something, or an insect.
It's like the alien, which is weird because Venus flytraps look like aliens anyway. But it's like an alien, super aggressive predator, Venus flytrap. Like what was the plant's name?
In Seymour?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Audrey 2.
Audrey 2? Yeah, Audrey 2 ain't never seen no shit like this. Audrey 2 is a puppy compared to this. This thing would eat Audrey 2 and its kids alive.
Mm-hmm. I'm not talking for it.
And
that's
also shout out to Little Shop of Horrors. It's still one of my favorite musicals.
So I would probably have that one in my top 3. Definitely the Oculus. I would have as
that
number
was my
1.
top 3. The Oculus is
and
my
then
number
I don't know
1.
what I would have as number 2. Maybe the Flies.
Fuck that.
What did I say? My number? Did I say what my number 2 was?
Fuck that.
Maybe you didn't.
I don't remember. Y'all, chat room, remind me. I don't remember if I said 2. I know my number 1 is the eye. Number 3 is the plant thing.
Yeah.
Number 2, Audrey 2 did have personality, and
there was the slithery
shout
things.
out to the Temptations, but yeah.
I think the Flies, the Flies to me are really fascinating because they can eat synthetics like the acid. So
they can make food out of them.
Yeah,
which makes sense because flies can literally dine on anything.
Well, and it's interesting because in our real world there are I guess what do you call them, microorganisms that can eat plastic apparently, and they're looking at that in order to find a way to deal with our plastic problem. So it kind of makes sense that there's something that would want to eat something that's not human or not like a organic, I should say. It's the word I'm looking for.
The thing that bothers me about that though is they're gonna have to try to program this thing to do it, or try to get the breeding mixture right like they've done with other species, and I don't think that's a good idea because there's several different types of hornets now that really should not exist, and they are hella dangerous.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to see that at all. And I know it was a joke that was made with AI, but I did recently see someone saying, hey, look at these cordyceps that I grew from like my dead skin that fell off.
Yeah.
But we don't need the plant zombie apocalypse. Like literally humanity in real time is speed running towards an apocalypse. At this point, I'm not betting on the apocalypse happening. I'm just betting on which one is going to get to us first. Or which one we'll get ourselves to first.
So Kirsch said the flies ain't minerals, or they ate minerals.
Yeah.
I was going to say actually about
that looks like autocorrect.
If you guys ever want to be completely horrified, you should go to Reddit, and there's a mold group.
No.
I think
no, thank you, Heidi.
And the amount of times people have had mold that looks like cordyceps, it's horrifying. Anyway.
No.
There's so because the average person, and I'm not saying that to say that like I'm above average. I'm not. I just look at weird shit sometimes and get into stupid rabbit holes. The amount of different types of mold that are out there would shock you, especially if you're like, things that move make you jittery like me. The liquid mold, I mean, it's not specifically called liquid mold, but it's literally like the only one where you could see it's moving in real time. It looks more like slime than mold, and it is a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a hive mind. Like, when one part moves, the other parts will adjust however they need to. So like that's literally Mach 1 of the plant zombie virus.
Yeah. Well, my son came home and he's very sciencey, like in school. And he's like, Mom, fungus are not really plants. They're closer to humans. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking terrifying.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What are they going to do when they learn that we're eating them?
When you think, well, that's how it started in The Last of Us. But when you think about that, also at the very beginning, they did come with scientific facts in The Last of Us when they're saying like, cordyceps are here, like, and we've seen cases with animals that are taken over by the parasite, and it completely, and it cannot, as far as we know, right now anyway, survive in humans, and that's the only reason we haven't seen cases like that in humans. However, nature is always ever evolving, and nature will find a way. I don't know if y'all watched The Matrix or if you want to believe this or not, but humans are the virus. Oh yeah. Earth. Okay, one of these days.
By the way, there's a movie, an M. Night movie where it's a mold spore that actually causes this incident that happens where people like kind of throw themselves off of buildings.
Talking about the trees?
Stuff. The trees, yeah. It's pollen. It's the mold.
Yeah, I don't remember what that is called. The Happening.
The Happening, yeah. It turns out it's like mold, okay. So they have to kind of. One. Yeah,
I was so confused. I'm like, the trees?
I didn't get it. It was kind of the trees. Makes sense. The trees have the spores. So when the trees are blown, I think the spores get airborne, and then it causes people.
And that's why what's consistent in the insects that get infected is they are compelled to climb or fly to the highest point they could get to.
John's awesome because he's doing fact checking for us while we're doing this.
Right? Exactly. Hold my beer. 100%.
Hold my beer. That's so fun. Okay, so what about you, Meeks? Did you, like I sort of said I like that flowering one that looks kind of like a manta ray, and
they're
then
all terrifying.
They're all pretty fucking terrifying. I don't like right?
them. Like the ones that scare me the most is that eyeball. The eyeball terrifies me.
Yep.
Was anybody scared of the alien creature though? Like, does any? I mean,
no. I had no smoke with the xenomorph.
Like exactly,
I had no smoke. He and the thing that I found so
he wasn't all wet like we usually see him too. He wasn't covered in goo, and
he wasn't covered in goo. He actually had like I forget what the name of the affliction is called, but like when people have spotted skin,
vitiligo.
Parts of their skin look more albino.
Yes,
vitiligo.
That's kind of what it looked like, because you could see like the regular xenomorph color that we're used to, but there were also splotches of like earth tone colors, browns, which I don't know why it looks like that, but I'm interested in finding out. And everything that I saw, that was a kid walking around, looking around, being curious, not knowing what the hell's going on, except what the instincts of its puberty is telling it to do, and that's go kill for nothing.
And listening for mom.
But it doesn't kill indiscriminately though, because there's a few times that she probably should have died, and he left them alone.
Yeah, so, I was wondering if it might have been the environment that changed his skin.
I was thinking that as well,
because they're on a tropical island.
It has to be. And there's probably some extra that they haven't said yet that Boy Cavalier chose that island for. I mean, obviously he wants to live out his Neverland scenario,
and it's isolated.
Yeah. So
if you're what was the one? You're gonna have a horror movie. You want
what was the one with the huge ticks? That like the two guys were tied up and one of them like crawled into a wound he had, and then it started gorging itself.
That was the squirty one. That was also the squirty one.
It was the
Disgusting.
story.
Was that it? And yeah, that after it had gorged itself, it
Disgusting.
That
again
one
that
was
Jack Hayes sound from
it was like, yeah, you were
227.
like, it's like a tick and it just sucks. It just swells right up. Like, I mean, ticks do that, right? Or I don't think they don't get as big as that, but have you guys ever seen, okay, this is really nasty, bot flies?
Fuck them.
I've heard of them. I've heard of them. I've not seen them.
I mean, they must have looked at some nature to come up with some of this stuff. But
I'm sure they did.
Designers were. I have to give them props. The other thing about the Oslo is obviously the idea that it would. But it's also kind of comical. Like, it kind of just gingerly goes and like pulls your eye out and then sort of displaces your eye, so your eye might just even be hanging there.
It was.
Yeah, it'll get rid of it. So,
and then I'm assuming that the tentacles attached to the brain, then, right?
Mm-hmm. Like the nervous system, and just
the nervous system. But also when it's trying to get in, like, and who Wendy's brother, who's Joe, right? Joe Hermit.
Mm-hmm. Joe? Yes,
he's like, like you're trying to like stop it from it's like
he got lucky. That was Jon Snow levels of plot armor right there.
Totally.
Because
yeah.
Nah, there's no way. Nibs almost couldn't fight that thing off, and she's a super.
Well, here's the thing, but Nibs is also a kid, and they were going out for the first time. So anything with the synthetics, they're kids at heart. So it doesn't matter how super strong you are, because their first instinct is to react like a kid, because they're kids. And kids are going to scream and be like, ah! While Joe, who's been in a little bit of situations, was like,
By the way, I don't know if you knew this, but the character who played Joe Hermit, Wendy's brother, who's like, he's actually, do you remember he was in Black Mirror, that really terrible episode? No, when I mean terrible, I mean like it was terrible for him. It was the one that he was in with what's his name from Game of Thrones. Let me look it up right now.
Yeah, I didn't watch Black Mirror. That's not something I've seen.
I watched different episodes. I watched Daniel CC movies, and he broke down like all of them. So that's a lot of my content that I consume that I'm not talking about. I will go to full.
It's one of those Black Mirror episodes that was just truly dreadful. Like, not dreadful like it's bad, but just the story was dreadful. But Bronn from Game of Thrones was in it. So he played the
Cersei's
character.
ex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cersei's ex, right?
Yeah, so weird.
But okay, so so whoever designed the creatures, I have to give them a major shout.
Top tier. Yeah, top
tier. And I really kind of want to see what happens with the Oculus, because as we saw at the end, he's now, which is interesting that you can go into a corpse. But maybe he had enough brain like matter, or
well, he did it with the cat, because that cat didn't have no back end.
Oh, okay, yes,
yeah, the cat.
I think it's not kind of like mind control, like reanimating, but also it's reanimating the muscles, which is why it connects with the nerves and the nervous system. I think I'm not saying that as like being a specialist in that. I'm just thinking that's how it should work.
Okay, so
it is also gross.
Yeah. It's mass. Yeah. So aside from the creatures, like, who would be your most, I don't know, how do I describe it? Who is
Wendy.
She's the MVP, or is she? Like, I was going to ask you.
For me, she's the MVP. Yeah. She probably did. There may be one other character, I think.
So she's redeemable. She's a redeemable character, like, as opposed to most of the fucktards in the show.
I don't think she was bad.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
She basically, and this is another thing I found interesting, is when Boy Cavalier, he's talking about this at the end, while he should be evacuating, like he evacuated most of his other stuff, the idiot chose to stay there for whatever the fuck his reasons. What I think his reason is he again is being that boy who refuses to grow up, and he's mad at all of the things that he have made. I'm saying things just because I know that's how he looks at it, and he doesn't want them to grow up. They were kids, and they were awesome, and they were smart and curious, and they looked up to me and all that. But now they're growing up and they're thinking for themselves, and that is why Wendy is my number one, because as soon as she saw she could do different things that others cannot, she was with the shits immediately. There were so many times that any other one of them would have been deactivated or just brutally sent offline. And I forget which episode it was, but there's one where she was about to leave and the guard stood in her way because Boy Cavalier was in his feelings and having a tantrum. And she did the little clicking thing. I don't know what Zeno's speech would be called, but she did that. And the thing very easily let him know, don't think this glass is gonna hold me. If she tells me to come snatch you, I'm gonna come fucking peel your damn muffin cap back blue. I'm not gonna explain that. If you know, you know. But yeah, that was it. She has that type of control. She doesn't fully understand everything yet, but she's very observant. And she's very quick on those observations. Boy, don't fuck with me, okay? You need me. At this point, I really don't need you.
Yeah, I was gonna know what I wanted to ask. Do you think Boy Cavalier, who I have here, is he the worst character? Like, not as in a bad character, but is he like the most evil, ridiculous? Yeah. You know, well, I have to say, I think the actor did a great job, though. I think he was really good.
I loved him as that. I actually 100%. Think Morrow was the worst one.
Oh, interesting, because I kind of think
which one was
Morrow was
the security.
Yeah, do you see him here? I have him here.
Yeah, security officer. Yeah.
Yes. He's the one who crashed the ship into Earth.
I think he's the worst because at this point, why are you doing all of this? You're doing all of this because you're literally like, well, I got nothing else. Sir,
if that means you can walk away with your check.
You can walk away.
I think that's
okay. Well, yeah.
She would withhold, right? Did we get a bit of his backstory?
We did. Wow.
Yeah.
I think it was like episode 5 or something when they were on the ship.
Yeah, where they went through.
His daughter died while he was out there, and he was hoping to see her when he got back. But I'm like, that's what makes him the worst character to me, because I'm like, you're doing all of this for what? Now I can see once the ship crashed, like you were doing what you got to do to get out of there. But trying to secure the package still for what reason? For what? At this point, she doesn't need you to secure the package. She can go get it herself. She can raid the island herself. She don't need you. And you keep failing, sir.
Even that, even that, he doesn't need to be there at all. Like your family is gone. Like it's almost it's the same situation as with Ripley's crew.
Yeah,
when they went out. To Ripley had a daughter that was dead by the time she came back.
Yeah, his family's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you have a debt of loyalty for what?
So
I get it.
It's really weird, by the way.
His family's all gone. There's no
this whole world
is
so strange. It's kind of like years ago there was a movie called I can't remember, but basically where corporations own the world. And that's sort of this setup here, is that the corporations are owned, and you could have you could have this, what do you call it, you guys, where it's like servitude. You have to pay out your days kind of thing. Indentured servitude, I think that's what they called it, right? So you could have a contract and they could just add on to your contract, and you have to keep working, and you have there's no freedom. And even like this, like we were talking about jurisdictions. So where the ship crashed was actually Boy Cavalier's area. So the corporations kind of own everything. And I'm like, and then they sort of profiled this a bit in Alien Romulus as well. They focused on that a bit more, because when you watch Alien, you don't really get any of that idea. You just kind of think these are people who are doing a mission and they're space truckers or what have you. But I'm like, it's a pretty shitty world.
Was it the corporation?
It'll come to me. It'll come to me. I'll tell you guys when I remember. Sorry. I'm Auntie here, so memory's not so good anymore. But so aside from Wendy, who I personally think is a good character, it's interesting because her and Joe have a pretty good relationship until he does that thing where he basically tasers Nibs, right? The redheaded lady.
Yep.
She's kind of a bonkers character.
Shit, though.
What's that?
Remind me of that scene. What happened around him and Nibs?
What happened was they were trying to escape, and then she kind of went a little bit crazy. Like what had happened was they tried to erase part of her memory because she thought she was pregnant. She had this
I
idea.
remember that.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And they were on the boat, and then they were cornered, and even so, and then Joe's like a couple of his former coworkers like are on their are on the other team, and so as a result of that, he ended up like tasering Nibs or what have you. And
because she killed one person and was getting ready to go after
that's right,
the girl with the braids, and he was like, stop, and tased her. And then the way Wendy looked at him like, motherfucker. And she was
I think she thought like, you're supposed to be on my side. You're my brother. But it's really interesting. One of the things I find really, really sad about this show is the idea that they've taken these children who have like ailments and or cancers or what have you, things that are incurable. And then they've given them this idea that you're going to be basically able to live, but you'll be in a synthetic body or whatever. But really, that's not what it is at all, really. Like they've sort of imprinted their consciousness. Yeah. And then they've been, so for all intents and purposes, really, they're dead.
Yep.
And the whole thing,
their families don't know that their consciousness is still alive somewhere.
Exactly.
They all think they're dead.
So, I mean, obviously we've got, and it, and even in our society, we do have things that are where they, society does things. You're like, wait a second, that's not ethical. So obviously that's really challenging. And so it's kind of sad because you have these children who are inside these bodies and that's why I find it really, some of the cast are so good because they really do portray a child within a slightly mature body. And, going through all the different feelings that you would go through. And so, it's kind of a sad story for me. Like, and I'm thinking, and so, Wendy has to become the leader in a way. She has to be she is sort of, because she's the first, right?
Yeah. Honestly, she's the oldest. But my thing is that not only did they put these kids in these adult bodies, they also had to push them through a kind of pseudo puberty. Right.
Yeah.
So, and they're adjusting the levels as their minds adjust. But I'm like, y'all are doing a shit job if you're not understanding that even putting regular ass kids in that situation, they're going to freak the fuck out. They're going to be confused. And there's no debriefing. There's no nothing. So how are you feeling about what happened out there? Like Nibs needed to talk to somebody immediately. She was scarred. And Kirsch didn't care. That was my other favorite character. Kirsch. He was like, I need you to understand that
Kirsch is hilarious.
Person, all right. Stop pretending to be a person with person shit. Like stop it.
What I loved about him is like he's like the only one who can actually challenge Boy Cavalier. He'll be like, did you take your what is it, your medication?
Yeah, did you take
your ADHD medication?
Okay. You're doing today.
Like the way he be side-eyeing him, like I feel like Lady Olenna would give him a knighthood because he takes what that idiot says, but then he turns around with that dry wit humor and just says, like, you sure that's the situation?
Okay.
Because I mean, I saw what was on the monitor, but did you see?
I have to say, my favorite scene of the whole season. You guys can tell me if you like this scene. So there's a scene where both of the boys, like Slightly and Smee, then I think are their names, and they're carrying the body, and they're trying to get it. They're trying to take it to to the beach or something like that. We're gonna get to the beach, and he stops them. He's like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, and they act like such teenage boys being caught, right? And I love
shooting them in trouble.
No, you're taking the elevator. Like that's the way I just love
faster. Like, what are you doing?
Faster.
You get out the quicker if you go this way.
And then I loved it because then he just, because I was kind of like, what is going on with Kirsch, right? And then until, of course, we know later that he's
just in it for the mess of it all. He was like, this is my island. I'm going to let them come over here so I can have things to play with. He's a true scientist. He's like, I'm trying to be in the troll.
He is the troll. I know. And I love Timothy Oliphant. It was funny because I saw him on, I think it was Seth Rogen or Seth Meyers, I think.
He's also an underrated actor.
He's so great. Like, I love him.
He's really good.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Santa Clarita Diet, which is just bonkers.
I've heard about that, but I've never seen it.
It's him and what's her name? She's from E.T. He plays him, Drew Barrymore. Yeah, he plays it. They play like real estate agents, and they have a daughter. But what happens is his wife gets infected with a zombie virus of some kind, and she becomes like a zombie, and she has to eat human brains. So but they're like living in the burbs, and they're these real estate agents, realtors, and but yet his wife is this zombie. Yes, thank you, John. But anyway, no, he's amazing. But anyway, I saw him on Seth Meyers, and he was talking about having to bleach his hair and bleach his eyebrows, which is so funny.
And then go to the store.
And then go to the store.
Like you signed the contract. You cannot do anything with that until filming.
You have to leave it.
Like, so
and then how much he hated having, the milk. He has to have the milk kind of like, there's a scene where he's like kind of upside down, and the milk is like drizzling down and in his mouth and everything.
Mm-hmm. So after what's his name?
The alien milk, or sorry, the synth milk.
The synth milk, yeah. He gave him that Bane treatment that he gave to Batman. Just busted him.
But anyway, I really enjoyed him. I thought he was it was very deadpan, but also like very dry humor, and I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it worked well with his natural cadence of speaking. Like even in other stuff, he seems a little bit robotic a bit, but this one, I'm pretty sure they were just like, just say the lines. Just say them. Because that's all he had to do. Like, he barely moves his mouth, which is like, I noticed that in other things he does, but this lends it well when he's trying to be a not human. So it works.
And that's, I think, one of the sickest things about how he's played this. Like, he understood the assignment, because a regular human isn't going to worry that much about tweaking the way their mouth is shaped or something to make like their cheeks puff up or deflate or do whatever. He's just there, and that's it. Yeah. He doesn't care about anything else except what he is researching and finding the answers he wants. He's literally like the most epic nerd right now, living in their element. So he's still a piece of shit, but I do like him as a character.
By the way, what did you think about the reveal with Boy Cavalier, where he talks about how when he was a very young age, he created a synth, and then that synth killed his father?
I knew it. Listen, something had to go wrong. Wow. Something had to go wrong, right? Because that man was weird. He was everywhere. He had authority, and he seems like he was the only one that Boy Cavalier listened to. Considered at all. He would look at Kirsch and be like, "Why is he still here?"
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I'm bored with you. I'm gonna go over here so I don't sully my eyes looking at your mediocrity.
Yeah. It's Adam Ines, who's played by this actor who's amazing. I thought he was so good.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
And he's sort of father age, right?
Yeah, that's what made it so weird. So I'm like, you built something to unconsciously, subconsciously, to replace your father before you knew that it was going to do that. I'm like, okay, strange child. All right.
Yeah,
and he programmed it to think like that.
Yeah. By the way, one of the things I loved in the show was Boy Cavalier. I loved his costumes. Like, I don't know,
bro. The amount this man
he had no shoes
to a high.
He never wears shoes. He's always got his feet on the table, which is very
his
rare.
Dirty, disgusting foots on my fucking marble table where I'm trying to negotiate to get you some get back for your property that was destroyed, and you in here playing in my fucking face, bro.
Literally playing the entire time, climbing on the table, like fully on the table, feet, everything with his linens.
I don't think he ever wore shoes, did he?
No,
because
I have
he's
to say
a
podiatrist would say
that's run around barefoot.
Yeah, I was gonna say a podiatrist would say that was not a good idea. It's not to be in your bare feet all the time. It's not good for your arches.
It seemed like he wore linens all the time, like loose linens.
I was looking at this one outfit he wore. He likes to wear I would love to find out who they sort of were inspired by, because he wears these like wide leg pants, like they almost look like pajamas.
They look like pajamas. That's what it is. He wears his signature pajamas and a robe.
Yeah, like a pajama suit. Shirt. But I noticed
makes
that
sense.
a lot of them have a lot of embroidery. Oh, so John says the actor improvised that. That's so cool.
Well, he did a great freaking job.
I can't. Every time I saw those feet, I got mad.
Every
time I saw them toes.
Literally, and the nerd in my brain at the back of my head was picturing that scene in Lord of the Rings where Bilbo starts his speech talking about the proud feats, and Papa Proudfoot comes in like, it's Proudfoots. Get it fucking right. That's what I thought about every time I saw his
Well, I think
toes.
like in our culture, like it's very rude to put your feet on the table.
Absolutely.
Table.
I would have fought him.
It's a complete sign of disrespect.
Yeah, and showing your soul, I think in some cultures, showing your souls to someone is actually an affront. Like it's,
that's saying you're beneath.
I'm down for. I'm down for fighting.
Yeah, but the actor or the character is also he's completely unhinged in some situations where he's like, I kind of felt bad for Joe because he wanted to sort of serve up Joe as, if I could just get the Oculus in him and then I could have a conversation. He has no regard. Well, obviously, first off, he thinks the Lost Boys or whatever are floor models. Even though, again, they're like, technically, even though the children have died, they are imprinted. I mean, I guess this is where you come to, is there such a thing as a soul? So when something gets transferred, does the soul get transferred? But just his absolute disregard for the children. And then also the idea that he just wants to have whatever he has because, hey, I'm a trillionaire. I can have whatever I want. I can buy what I want. I can have what I want. And so that... So I kind of would put him into a psychopath sort of, maybe a narcissist psychopath.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Even thinking about what he's doing, even though he considers the Lost Boys disposable, he never considers Wendy disposable.
Yeah,
never. Wendy is always the one he wants to keep, and especially since she's they discovered that she's doing stuff technologically, like learning how to manipulate cameras all over Prodigy,
all over the world.
So I feel like with him and Wendy, it's more of a, I want you by my side because right now you're the closest thing I have to an equal. And that's the reason why he was targeting her brother. He did not like the fact that she was, my brother's here and I'm over here. He's like, okay, well, I'm over here and I want to talk to you. She's like, well, can you help my brother? We're like, I don't have time. Fuck your brother. Fuck your brother. I don't have time for your brother. I want to talk to you. What do you think about this? He couldn't get that information out of her because she was so concerned about his brother. And he was like, you know what? Fine. You want your brother to be here? He's going to be useful to me or he can die. And then I can still have this conversation and a partner either way. So I'm like, man, you're weird. You're a little weird, a little possessive, a little kooky, but still very, very much dangerous. And I don't understand why Joe did not understand what was happening. Sir.
It doesn't make sense.
So another show this kind of reminded me of is Repo Man. Did you guys ever see Repo Man? I love that show movie.
Which one?
The one where they repossess the organs.
Yes.
So
that was actually made from a play.
Yeah. Well. So when I was watching this, I was thinking about it because Joe has again, he doesn't have any choice though, really. I mean, they just do the surgery and then they give him a synthetic organ, right? And I think it's a lung, and then they use the other lung to do a test with the xenomorph, I think. But what I was thinking of is that Morrow said that when you have like a part of their body, they own a part of your body. I can't exactly remember what he said, but that they technically kind of own you, and they own your soul, kind of thing. So that's kind of terrifying. I mean, we hear about things like that in the future. Like imagine in the future where that's what Repo Man is. Basically, they give you a synthetic, and they actually did a Black Mirror episode of that recently, where one of the characters gets some type of treatment, but they were like, well, now you have to pay this amount of money for it. And then they're like, oh, you have to do, but it's not working anymore. Okay, you need to upgrade. That's going to cost you this amount of money. And then, so the idea that you're you're basically, you have no free will because now your body is kind of owned by somebody else. And unless,
that's why Joe is trapped, because
they own Joe's lung. Thank you.
Adam, is that his name? Adam. He literally was like, "Oh, you want to leave? Oh, okay. Well, you can leave, but first you got to pay me for that lung.
But you got give me that
lung.
Exactly.
You got to pay me for the lung." And he was like, "Well, how much is the lung? More than you will ever see in your lifetime."
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
You're more than you could fathom.
Absolutely. That means you're staying here. Thank you so very much and doing what I ask. Exactly.
Like I need her, and she says that you got to be here too. So Annie up. Okay, this is your life now. Exactly. I don't want to see you for the next 6 years because you're going to be on some Black Ops thing on the other side of the island that you can't contact her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the other thing
that's
is
his arrogance also.
Well, and like in Repo Man, what they do is they say, "Oh, you haven't paid for your organ." They just take the organ out of you.
Exactly, that's what he said. He's like, "Yeah, I take this."
No, they just take it right out of you. So, I mean, that sort of idea has been.
He can't make it with just one side of the lung, right? We need both sides, right?
Yeah, a kidney you can deal with one. That's why sometimes people will donate a kidney, but the lungs you need to think both.
Okay, so yeah. He was like, "We could take that if you really want to leave. You can pay for it, or we can take it."
But it goes back to reminds me of like an Alien Romulus, where they can just like add on to your your servitude, and then and they do a bit of that in Robobot, in Murderbot, if you guys have seen that as well. They can just add on to your kind of like your indentured servitude that you owe.
I was hot when they did that to her. I was real mad when they did that to her. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" She got up to the window and it said clear, and then the lady was like, "Tap tap tap. Now you owe time." I would have reached through there.
One of the things I was saying to Jack, my husband, before, like earlier today, I said, I'm kind of surprised there isn't more terrorism in this world. Like, you would think that people would just be blowing shit up.
I would have gone up there and dropped that space station down.
Now, maybe there is. We just haven't seen it. But I would think that there would just be, complete, like imagine if you have, I mean, look what just happened in the US elections. Like, imagine if you had a situation where, they were like, "Okay, we own your organs. You're forced labor. Like, you have to have these contracts."
I would have left expeditiously. Yeah.
That's not how it's, supposed to be on paper. But if you look at the data over the past couple of years, that's definitely where they're trying to get to.
Well, I would have definitely been the one to blow something up. Absolutely. Like, "Oh, this is what we're doing?
Quick,
you have my lungs?
Or
and my stomach? I need both of those." "Oh, okay, cool. Bet. Say less." Be like,
Yep. Let me send a fucking Raven over to Jack and Hagar real quick. Like, bro, can you come across the narrow sea of Neverland?
I'd be getting Melisandre, to do some witchcraft for me.
I'm sorry. I'm going right through
potions.
I'm pulling a Cersei.
Look,
just light it.
If you give me Melisandre as my champion for this thing, I'm using her as a complete troll. The whole time. He will be experiencing a level of psychological terror that not even Theon Greyjoy could survive.
Yeah, I would definitely become a devil worshiper.
Listen,
I'd be conjuring.
Cersei knows the consequences of her actions, and she is not here.
Conjuring doesn't mean it's evil.
Yeah. I would be, and I would be like, casting spells on Boy Cavalier and all the evil corporations.
Spell? No, I don't know that I would have wasted my hard-earned legendary ingredients for this spell or potion, whichever I'm doing. No, I'm gonna just go ahead and summon a shadow something. Send it over there,
good,
and take him out.
Like, this makes me really sad. I really wanted to have a second season. Like, I really need to know what happens with Boy Cavalier.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, by the way, speaking of him, did you think he would end up dead by the end of the season?
I thought he was going to be
Yes. Yeah, I thought that was going to be in the finale. I'm like, he's going to be dead. That would be so satisfying. Or if the Oculus ended up in him.
That's what I figured. Because he was so fascinated by it.
About to happen.
And the eyeball knew that this was the smartest motherfucker in the building. He's like, okay, all right.
Drooling over how much he wanted to be able to talk to that thing. Like, he said, like, not all, but most of the experiments that did not escape lockdown were already shipped off. A lot of the personnel already shipped off. and then there's this idiot, and the most dangerous fucking thing in the game is in a little square box just
in his
10
office
feet away from you in your office, which is your last secure stronghold. Why did you think that was such a good idea? This is like freaking Ares challenging Percy to a fight again next to the ocean. What the hell is wrong with you? That's just stupid. And he was told multiple times, like, look, we keep sending soldiers and we're running out of soldiers because they keep dying because it's killing him. This is a fucking xenomorph. You're unless you come with like some heavy tactics, you're not gonna just be able to shoo it away.
Yeah, I just want to know what happens to him, because if you think about it, like even in the other, I have to look up the timeline to see when the other Alien movies and stuff were in relation to this. But this is before one, right? So
yeah, it's supposed to be like 2 years before.
We don't know
what they said
ever anything.
Yeah.
So I assume that this is the situation that got Prodigy the fuck out of there, and Weyland Yutani absorbed them. So I was expecting that to happen at the end of the season. And I want this to happen in the second season if we get one, because as far as we know, he's not existing. His company's not existing. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. I'm assuming that at some point he'll be
he's gone. Yeah, we never hear about his company except here, and this predates a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, I think they said that there was a glimpse, or just how it went down. Ripley's crew, they were veering off, going to another deep space location from them. This is
like 3 years, 2-3 years before.
Yeah. So that's where we are and how we see all these things here.
Yeah. So they're already gone out there trying to come back with all the shenanigans happening. And I'm just like, I just want to see his destruction, because I know it's going to be something so stupid. It's going to be something so stupid for someone so smart to put themselves in. And I can't wait.
I think he's gonna have done to him what he's been doing with these kids. His consciousness will be separated and put into a programmable body.
But I don't think that would be to his disservice. I think he might enjoy that, because then he can live forever and be the smartest person in the world.
Not if he doesn't remember that's who he is, because they could program the nanoprobes to erase that.
But as of right now,
be an automaton.
He is the only person with that, or he's the only person with the knowledge of how to do that. Like his company, those people on the islands are the only ones who know how to do that as of right now. And so far, we have one scientist left.
Yeah.
Because Kirsch is on mission, her husband is dead, and Dame Sylvia is the only one left.
The only one left, but they also do have all of that research on computers.
Dame Sylvia. I mean, I love SC.
I liked her.
Loved her.
She's kind of a tragic character.
Yeah.
Because she does want to do what the right thing is, but she also realizes if she leaves, there isn't going to be anybody here to check this dude.
Not even
to make him look at things in a different way. And check him right. Yeah, check him. That's not a good term. But to advocate for the kids, and she did genuinely, I think, care for all those kids.
Yeah, I think so too.
So that's harsh that she's basically the lone eagle here now, and it probably isn't going to work out too good for her. But it does also fit. And I know the soldiers came up and were shooting at the alien for a bit, but just when she was visiting the gravesite and she turned around, it was right there. And while it did look menacing, it could have killed her very easily, but it didn't. It stood there and looked at her like it was trying to assess something about her. And I think it's her connection to Wendy. Yeah. That's why I love the xenomorphs, because they're so freaking intelligent.
I feel like there's also taking
understand their speech.
They're also taking a little bit of, or that person, the xenomorph is taking a little bit from Wendy as well. So
yes.
So I feel
that's
like
its pet.
The xenomorph stopped and was just like,
"What will Mom do?"
Exactly. Like
he is the Drogon of this universe.
Yeah,
and she is Danny. Since it was a little pup, it's been talking to her and communicating with her. I don't know whether she fully grasps what the language is like to form it in her head, but the sounds and observing how it reacts to those sounds, that is exactly what made that xenomorph in particular like the number one badass assassin of the show. Like Jack and Hagar, baby, I love you, but you got nothing on this at all.
Yeah. Because some people were referring to is the xenomorph like a pet to her, but I think maybe it might be more of a synergy that the two of them have. Like
I feel like it's familial.
Both.
A familiar.
Yeah, and familial. Like it realizes she was created from something else, and it was also created from something else. Like it's in their DNA, and the fact that those entities, whatever they are with those alien creatures, they were all trying to communicate with her. All that static noise that she kept hearing, she just didn't know how to correct that.
Yeah, so technically there are two xenomorphs, right?
It's the baby one.
Yes.
And they grow fast, so
they do. The baby,
it's probably an adult by now.
Yeah, the baby came out of the doctor, which is S.C. Davis's husband.
On the beach.
Yeah, on the beach, and then poor guy, and then so he was a chest burster, and then he gets the Oculus.
Yeah. Your body,
I knew that's what was going to happen. Yeah, because it couldn't get into what's his name's eye. So the next best thing after they tossed it out was to go find something, and it did. Oh, hey, they're not using this one. Come with me, my friend. I would like to offer you a quest.
I was going to ask you, like, if you had a choice between three things, what would you choose? Would you choose to be a cyborg, which is a human enhanced with biomechatronic body parts? So that's like, what's his name? Morrow. Because he's got like the knife. I think he's got some weapons in his would you rather be, or a synthetic, which is a fully artificial being endowed with intelligence like Kirsch, or hybrid synthetic bodies containing transferred human consciousness? What would you prefer if you had no choice but to choose one of those three?
I would be a hybrid.
Best
of both worlds.
Yeah, I think I would choose a cyborg.
I would have chose hybrid because I could hack into anything that I need to, just like Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man, and be able to do all that shit and download that knowledge easy.
John and I would be cyborgs.
See, I understand, like the cyborg. I want to be a hybrid because I could do more things. I don't need to rest. I don't need to eat. I can do more things.
Yep, that's true.
But I keep teetering. I picked hybrid, but it's like back and forth between a hybrid and a cyborg because, like, so great. I could do all these things, but also I can't feel anything when I'm hybrid. Yeah, and so.
That's an interesting thing to put into it. It reminds me of Norse mythology. I forget which one it was, but if you play God of War, you know the character I'm talking about. No, not Thor, but there's a character that to save him from ever being harmed, his mother acts like all the beings in the world. I think it was Freya.
Okay, yeah.
Odin's wife.
Yeah.
Acts every creature, everything to protect him, but she forgot to talk to the mistletoe. So one time mistletoe got to him and he got but he is it Balder?
Isn't it the head?
Somebody check that.
I have no idea.
No, that's memory.
You want to be a Toyota Prius?
No. I don't remember. Y'all find it.
Oh yeah,
basically what happened is
Dominica says that Joe is technically a cyborg now because of the lung. Yeah,
because of the lung. Technically, yes, indeed.
But in Bicentennial Man, he's considered. They have a trial and everything, and he's considered human by the end of it, even though he's mostly synthetic parts.
I think it's the AI of it all and it being able to evolve to his personality and things he holds there. It's kind of like random Star Trek. There is a episode where Data is on trial as he's either a machine or he's a sentient being. It's called The Measure of a Man, and it's a very compelling episode to watch. And it reminds me of this situation right here.
I think that's based on Asimov. There's an episode I've been watching, Outer Limits. It's on Amazon now, and there is one episode
nice.
like that where they put a machine on trial, kind of thing. So it's like what? And then I recently watched Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams. So
Robin Williams, R.I.P.
It's so good. It's a little bit melodramatic, but it's really good. So yeah, I sort of wonder, like, so when do you lose your humanity, and when but I guess if I think if I'm kind of like Wolverine, let's say I'm mostly human, and then I have some maybe weapons in me that I like, as opposed to RoboCop. He seems kind of more machine than human. Like he has,
I would say he's more like hybrid.
Yeah,
because he has the brain, so he's still thinking human, but he has a completely robotic body.
Exactly. So I don't know. So I think if I was kind of like Morrow, who's in the show, if I was mostly human and I had some mechanical parts, I think that's what I would choose.
I agree with you. Yeah. They did put GI Robot on there, and that's a DC character, a robot that was created specifically to kill Nazis.
I have to tell you, by the way, if you ever want to watch something, and this might be really good for Meeks, that puts you to sleep really quickly, I would definitely watch Outer Limits. It's really weird. I can't quite figure it out. And the only thing I can think of is because there's very little editing in it. And we are so used to like things being like, boom, 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 boom.
Makes sense.
And it's
like
done
a lot of long shots.
Yeah. It's done in like what do they call it? A studio or, a sound stage kind of thing. So it's very, there's very little editing. It's like the story's kind of like, it takes a while for the story to be told, but the stories are good. But I have to tell you, if I need to go to sleep, I just watch that show. I'm like, out like a light.
It was kind of like a discount Twilight Zone.
Totally. It's black and white. It's yeah. But anyway, it's on Amazon. If you guys want to watch it. All right. What else do we want to talk about before we wrap things up here, ladies? By the way, I just want to stop and mention how much I love hanging out with both of you. It's so fun.
So much fun.
It's the best.
Really always a good time. Always a good time. Yeah, we definitely need to, in 2026, do some more things together.
Absolutely. Well, we're definitely
one day I will stick to a schedule. That's what it is.
I definitely will. one day. Fallout and
absolutely.
I'm so excited for Fallout.
And Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I want. It's only 6 episodes, by the way. That's so awful.
I'm so mad. And are they like? Are they hour?
Half hour.
Half hour.
So absurd.
So we're gonna have we're gonna have a 1 hour live stream.
Literally, because we can talk about everything we talk about.
Whatever happened to my friend Sean?
We don't need to wait on that.
You know what? I'm really sorry. He so Ro, who was supposed to come,
he was at work.
He works in TV. He works in he's in Chicago, and so he works on the beat. And so he had a meeting he had to get into. So and I'm kind of sad because I was hoping to hang out with him. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, because I wanted to hang out with you, lovely ladies. But anyway, we'll have him. I had him on my Andor stream.
And yes, John,
Stranger
Things is coming out.
Yeah,
I don't. I was summoned to Brooklyn for the Christmas tide, so I don't know how much streaming I would be up to. I know
you could at least do like the first part, because there's 3 parts technically, but
like the last one I think is on New Year's Eve. Or
the last one's on New Year's Eve, and then they want the Christmas and then Thanksgiving, I think.
Oh, okay. So they're doing it in 3 stages. So we could, we could do some kind of reaction.
We could do one.
I have to tell you though,
my birthday.
How do you guys feel about these ridiculous?
They're stupid.
Between seasons, like and
2 years.
I don't get
it. Do y'all remember when we were all little Gen X kids, and shows when a season of a show was talked about, it was like 27 to 30 episodes. There was only ever one break, and that was for Christmas.
Had to change my headset.
They would come back.
These things were $300, but worth every penny. My God.
What brand? What brand?
Are they Beats?
It's the second battery. These are not Beats. These are Still Series.
Okay.
Still,
It comes with a second battery that I can charge in the base. So, I love it so much. It brings me joy.
I like
Alicia,
that.
I'm gonna have to get you to do us some graphics when we go to do our A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. There's very few women in the show, so I might have to pick one of the men. I may pick Lionel Baratheon, maybe. I might want to be Lionel.
I have to see,
look,
because people are already starting to romanticize the Targaryen, and I was like, don't.
No,
and I'm
Not
like,
do not.
From what I saw of the casting for this show, everybody is on point. It's literally like
so good.
Game of Thrones and Hot D.
Yeah, like just don't
not
both. That one. Pick another Targaryen. Thank you.
Wait, one of the worst which Targaryen?
The one that's in the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Don't ask me his name because I can't remember right now. But he's one of the worst ones. He's one of the shitty ones.
The one with
oh, you talking about Aaron, the fucking bright hair? Flames dumbass?
Yeah, the one with the short hair.
Yeah, he's a total dickhead.
And also, I don't like that they gave him short hair.
I'm not sure what went on there.
It's the same thing that I thought when they showed those ridiculous swords and tried to call them Dawn and what was it, Dark Sister. Those are not those swords that were described to us. We've had fan art on how these things should look for years. Did y'all not consult anyone?
Are you talking about Game of Thrones?
That's
of course they didn't consult
into that. They forgot.
I think it was Bright. What's his name? Bright Spear.
Bright Flame.
Aryan Bright Flame.
Yeah, Aryan Bright Flame.
Dumbass was so stupid he thought drinking wildfire.
Well, he's an idiot.
That's what you get.
Wildfire would turn him into a dragon.
But actually, it's really funny when he arrives and he's like, "Oh, can you take my horse?" I'm not a stable boy.
Right, Duncan's looking at him like, who the fuck you talking to, bruh? Because let's remember, Duncan's from the block. He don't take that bullshit.
If anybody has seen what is it called? True Detective Night Country. He's great in that. He's a really good actor. And it's funny because I guess he's British. I didn't even know he was British. I thought he was American because in Night Country
with accents,
he's Alaskan.
I didn't know that Hugh Jackman was American.
Aryan Bright Flame. Thank you. Thanks, John. I've had a couple of drinks.
We also have had a couple drinks.
Not me. I drink Peffy.
Well, you're on medication though, so it's.
I wouldn't even care, but I just have to work.
That don't matter because I'm on meds too.
So am I. My old lady
like the
pills. By the way, I've had to start taking like turmeric.
Dude,
AK?
Do you like tea?
Yes, I do.
Have you had the turmeric and ginger tea?
No, I'll try it.
Look that up. It's actually quite delicious.
Because turmeric apparently is very anti-inflammatory.
Meeks, why are you looking like that?
I don't like tea.
Really? Who doesn't like tea?
Tastes like dirt water.
What the fuck type of tea have you been drinking, man?
Any tea. Every tea. Tastes like dirt water.
Even herbal tea tastes like dirt water to you?
Herbal tea is herbal tea.
Well, it's probably your medication is interfering with your taste buds or something.
It's been like that since I was little. Because my sister and my mom, they love tea. I'm like, Mom's
how about hot chocolate? Are you okay with that?
Made with milk, coffee? Yes.
Okay, you're okay with that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, look, Meeks.
I said what I said.
Damn well, we're not making no hot chocolate with
dirt water.
The blasphemous
some people make hot chocolate with water.
I mean, some of the
you put milk.
It's going to be dirt water.
Ew.
That's so funny. Dirt water.
All right, so real quick then, what would be our overall rating for this season? I will go first because I have to dip out in like the next 15 at least. I'm going to give this as a whole. What measure
out of 10?
Out of 10, but no, out of 10. And
synthetics.
I don't know. Synthetics. How many synthetic alien points are we giving this out of 10? I will give it a 9 out of 10. I was very much entertained through all these episodes. There was not a whole lot that I could see that was filler. Everything vibed and told a different perspective on the story. Came in and it gave us some very cool original characters. I am looking forward to what could come from this. I hope we get a season 2. But yeah,
great soundtrack too.
Yeah, excellent soundtrack. You know who else had a good soundtrack? Ironheart.
Oh,
like, and if you didn't know, I can't think of his name right now, but our villain, the red hood or red cloak, whatever it was, the song that played when his villainy was is called Villano, and that means villain in Spanish. And he actually sang that song for the soundtrack, and they played it at the end of that episode.
Oh,
so
sorry, Sydney
check it out.
She likes chai tea, which is like a spice tea.
Love chai. It's spiced with cinnamon.
It's delicious.
And a couple other things. It's so good.
At all because they're
Dominica,
nasty.
she seasons her meat with turmeric. Well, I'm just taking capsules. Like I'm taking like
turmeric.
curcumin or whatever it's called.
Turmeric is not a bad thing to add to meat. It's actually quite tasty.
It's very good.
I mix turmeric powder into my curry powder, and it elevates that just that much more.
Yeah. Dominica says, I respect. This is so funny.
Yeah,
I respect how
from day one
of not following lab protocols.
From day one, and look, y'all know I always like to say, stop touching shit.
Yeah,
and maybe pay attention a bit more.
She was eating in the lab.
She's eating in the lab. They're not even wearing any protective clothing.
No protective gear. You didn't check to make sure everything was on lockdown, because that thing would not have been able to get out if you had remembered to put the fucking lid on. How do you make that mistake?
No, she put the lid on. The thing, she had the lid on and it screwed it, but it put this little finger through.
It's intelligent.
Okay.
It's intelligent. You're not dealing with microbes. You're dealing with intelligence.
No, it doesn't have to do with intelligence. No. You know what it is? It's the exact same thing how when you see people have like roaches that crawled into their appliances or into like their stereo systems or a TV or something. It's because, and if you watch the movie Mimic, you would have this knowledge. It's because they can compress their bodies to the most ridiculous form of flat ever that they can get in anywhere.
Apparently, even like a mouse can get under a door. Yeah, like a tiny little space like that. A mouse can squish its body
from the size of it's either the size of a dime or the size of a quarter. I don't remember. It's been some years since I read this.
By the way, I have to go back and rewatch Manic because that's a solid movie. I love that movie.
Solid. If you want to review it, let me know. That is one of my favorite movies.
I love it.
And because they can bend not bend their bones, but they're able to squish it down so they can fit through whatever little hole they need to, and that is terrifying.
Meeks, what about you? What would you give this a review?
I'm gonna give it a solid 8. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I love the characters. I love the tomfooleries and shenanigans. I love the gross ass creatures. I love the complete sense. I love the hybrids. Like I love this entire thing. It has me going on a deep dive to like the rest of the alien lore, which is a problem. I don't have time to be obsessed with another franchise because I don't have it's too much. It's too much.
Would you like a video?
It doesn't matter about the video. I was watching the video and then I went to go read more about it. Like that's the problem. The videos are the gateway. I don't need the doors open. Close the door.
I have to say, by the way, on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 94% like from critics and 66% by viewers. And I do feel like there's a little bit of what do they call it, bombing or review bombing.
A lot of people didn't like the kids. They didn't like the fact that they saw adults, but they kept acting like kids. And I was like, because they're not adults.
They're not adults, kids. Exactly.
And they're like, why are these kids in here? To show how they were moving into the completely hybrid beings from synthetic and trying to show you the issue with that, especially what they're doing since they can only do it to kids. Like,
and also I
didn't understand that.
I think they also have to use children. Wow. I think there's a reason behind using children. I don't think you can move a transfer over an adult into like they could have used because otherwise they would have used adults with cancer. There has to be
special circumstances.
There's special circumstances. I'm gonna be with Alicia. I'm gonna give it a 9. I thought it was really good. I love the creatures. I'm on there's a Reddit for it. And by the way, one of the things absolutely love is for Halloween. How many people dressed up as the sheep with the eyeball?
I'm good.
So
Yes.
well, no, they did them like in cute. They did cute like versions of it. It
I'll
was
take
very
the cute version. Fuck that thing.
There were some
I feel
people who
like-
did like they would take like a puppet, like a little sheep puppet, and then make the little eyeball. Like it was so Oculus. It was some of the creations that I saw were so amazing. So I love that viewers have embraced that character, and I've never seen anything like it. So it was really there was a lot of originality in it, and I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah.
They had Stormtrooper aim. Oh yeah.
So
None of them
that's
could
putting
shoot
it
the Xeno.
lightly.
The cat was rough for me. Oh, I know the poor little. I know. I have to say, anytime something is done to an animal in a movie, I mean, they did it with the sheep.
The sheep was I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah,
running
also,
and it was like
shout
It was
out
interesting.
to my
I'd
girl,
love to
Jordan
know
Spencer
why
just
they
came through.
decided to use a sheep versus another
animal.
any other. I mean, yeah, it would be interesting to know why they decided to use a sheep. Maybe because they cloned a sheep. I don't know.
Or maybe because
Was
it's like
there?
temperament and mobility.
Yeah.
Like what would a sheep be doing there? What were they testing for?
Well, they had little like things on its head. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
So they must have been using it for
Probably trying to move the consciousness, maybe. Like
yeah, like it would have
that.
been interesting even if they had a monkey. Like a monkey is close to humans. Like I don't know, like
Yeah.
or an ape. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to do that. Dressing up like a bolt gun for the alien sheep.
Word.
Oh, sorry, that's one. There's a Funko of the sheep with the eyeball.
Stop playing. Is it
God,
real?
bruh.
I'd get it. Hold on.
I know fandom
I'm gonna have to get that Funko
right now.
That's
Also,
super
speaking
cute.
of fandom desyncs, and now that we have all
Fandom.
I do need to run over to a stream with fandom and DJ. So
Oh my God,
y'all,
it is.
If you like the Gen V talks, jump over there on DJ Wun Wun's channel.
Put it
Actually,
in the
wait,
chat
no, he
before
just,
you
yeah,
leave.
he just
Click a
did a new
button.
channel. Yep. Let me
Oh, do you have
find
a
it
link?
because
Yes.
we now have
have to buy
have a new channel we're doing our reviews on. Let me find.
Do you want me to put Meeks? Do you want me to put the link to the?
Oh, that's up to you. I just found it and I was like,
oh
I
my
need
gosh.
Oh, what did you find?
Oh my God, I have to get it. I'm going to share this with everybody.
What did you find? Yes, share. Where did you find it? Okay, that link right there, y'all, is the link to me, Fandom, and DJ's new stream channel. So go click subscribe. Come join us in the conversations.
Yeah.
So there's two. So one is for the Funko Pop and one is for the stream. And if it comes up double, it's because we're simulcasting tonight.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, I guess we're gonna wrap up. We missed Ro. I'll have to catch up with Ro at some point and do something else. But anyway, do we want to just go around and everyone can just tell us where you can be found? Or
Go first, Alicia, since you got to get out.
Indeed, yes, for sure. I will go. You can find me in 2 minutes on Review W the Crew.
You have to get something to eat though first.
What did you say?
Alicia, you have to get something to eat first.
The universe?
No, you got to get food.
You have to get some food.
Oh, yeah. I don't have to wait. They've already started.
Okay.
Or it'll just be breakfast. We'll see. But yeah, jump over to that channel and we'll be on to talk about Gen V episodes 5 and 6.
That's awesome.
I will definitely be back here with Heidi and Meeks once we get into the Night of the Seven Kingdoms things.
So excited about that.
Couple of things coming up we'll probably collab on. So thank you again for joining us, folks. You are always in my heart.
We love you guys.
Y'all listening
you,
to me rambling about BS.
Okay, bye. Get out of here.
Night.
Bye,
everybody.
Go hug your mom. Tell them you love her.
Yes, that you should. Okay, bye,
I am
y'all.
watching Dairy. Yes,
love you guys.
Dairy. But yes, bye.
Bye. I'm ending it.
Are you